Shannen Doherty was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. After her treatment, it looked like she was on the road to recovery. But in 2018, things took a turn for the worse, and now she just seems to keep getting bad news. In August 2023, paparazzi caught 52-year-old Shannen vacationing in Italy. They got shots of her smiling and dancing with friends and relaxing on a boat with a male companion. She genuinely looked really happy in the photos, which a lot of us were relieved to see considering the incredible difficult time that she must be going through. Ever since she got her cancer diagnosis, Shannen has been doing everything she can to fight the disease. She underwent a single mastectomy and then received radiation therapy and chemotherapy. And there was a moment of relief when she announced that she was in remission back in 2017. But just a few years later, she got the most devastating news. And at the beginning of 2020, she decided to let the public know about her unfortunate situation. Shannen spoke about the hardship that she was going through in an appearance on Good Morning America.
I have stage 4, so my cancer came back, and that's why I'm here.
She went on to explain that she was petrified and that it was a bitter pill to swallow. Of course, when these horrible things happen to someone we like or love, we often ask the question, why did it have to happen to them? And Shannen admitted in the interview that she'd wondered about that question herself, but then she'd ask another question.
Why me? And then I go, well, why not me? Who else? Who else besides me deserves this? None of us do.
Later on in the interview, she explained that people's lives didn't end the minute they got the diagnosis and that they still had some living to do. But what does stage 4 breast cancer mean exactly? Well, according to Healthline, it means that the cancer has spread to other parts of the body. Apparently, when that type of cancer spreads, it usually goes to the liver, lungs, and bones. In some less common cases, it will spread to other organs. Tragically, in June 2023, Shannen revealed that she was incredibly unlucky. She posted a video on Instagram of herself being fitted for a mask in order to receive radiation, and the caption she wrote that her CT scan from January showed that the cancer had spread to her brain. She confessed that the fear was overwhelming. She was scared of all the possible bad outcomes and was worried about leaving her mom and how that would impact her. But she also shared some positive news, which was that she had great doctors and amazing techs at the facility where she was receiving a treatment in LA. She finished the post by saying, the turmoil, the timing of it all, this is what cancer can look like. I honestly feel so bad for her. It's a really upsetting diagnosis, so she must be really concerned. And on top of all the misfortune she's had with her illness, Shannen also had some other terrible news to share back in April.
Shannen Doherty and Kurt Eiswarienko are going their separate ways.
Shannen had been married to a photographer for 11 years, and after constantly sharing how supportive Kurt had been throughout her cancer journey, a lot of us were really surprised by the announcement. In 2019, she told people that cancer had solidified them, that she and Kurt had a much deeper appreciation for each other because of it, and that he was her rock in every possible way. Before the news of the divorce came out, Shannen shared a cryptic post on Instagram that read, "The only people who deserve to be in your life are the ones who treat you with love, kindness, and total respect." So it seems that somewhere along the way, that newfound unity they had must have fallen apart. TMZ got hold of the divorce documents, which stated that they were citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for their split, and that they've been separated since January, which was the same month that she found out about her brain cancer. But Shannen wasn't the only one releasing cryptic statements to the public. Her publicist, Leslie Sloan, told Page Six that divorce was the last thing Shannen wanted, but unfortunately, she felt she was left with no other option. Leslie revealed something that has since raised a lot of eyebrows. It sounded like she was throwing some major shade at Kurt, because she went on to say that they would contact Kurt's agent, Collier Grimm, at Picture Kid, as she was intimately involved. So what exactly did Leslie mean by that? Could she be suggesting that Collier was somehow responsible for the divorce? Is there a chance that she had an affair with Kurt? Was that why Shannen had no choice but to file for the divorce? Of course, with a press statement like that, a lot of us can't help but speculate that it might be the reason. According to a report by MIRCA, one of their sources claimed that even Shannen's divorce attorneys was still in shock over what went down, and they alleged that Shannen discovered the truth by accident around the holidays and that she didn't see it coming. Nobody has officially used the word affair, but it's definitely on a lot of people's minds. In 2020, Shannen also spoke about why she'd kept the news of her stage 4 cancer private for as long as she could, and it might not be the reason that you'd expect. She was concerned with how it would affect her professional life. When speaking to Entertainment Tonight, she explained that people with cancer get written off so quickly, even though they're vital and healthy and happy and wanting to go out there and work. So she kept her cancer news a secret from almost everyone when she went back to work on the 90210 reboot. She said that she wanted to have the chance to show that she could still work in spite of her illness.
People can look at that and say, oh my God, yeah, she can work, and other people with stage 4 can work too.
Shannen admitted that the only person that she told at the time was her friend and co-star Brian Austin Green, and that it was him who helped her get through her tough times while shooting.
Prior to shooting, he would always call me.
Another reason she went back to work on 90210 was to honor her late co-star Luke Perry, who, as you remember, passed away from a severe stroke back in 2019.
To be diagnosed and then somebody who was...
Recently, Shannen and the other original 90210 castmates were at 90s Con, and she became emotional when the entire audience as well as the other actors gave her a standing ovation. You could tell she was really touched, but she found a way to lighten the mood.
You guys know how much I love crying.
She got serious though when she told the audience that she had a fight for her life that she was dealing with every day, and then she added that she thought she was really great. She then used humor again to talk about the other difficult thing she had been going through in her life.
My other profession is getting engaged.
Shannen also took the opportunity to talk about what she's got planned for the future, and any other 90210 and Charm fans out there will want to listen closely to this. She announced that in November she'll be launching a podcast called Let's Be Clear, and it'll be a live, interactive memoir. Apparently, we'll get to hear everything that she's refused to say before. She's spilling the tea, but nicely. Shannen continues to post updates on her cancer journey via her social media, and one post she wrote, "Is it all pretty? No, but it's truthful, and my hope in sharing is that we all become more educated, more familiar with what cancer looks like." She concluded by writing that she hoped to encourage people to get mammograms, regular checkups, and to cut through the fear and face whatever might be in front of them. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? Did you have any idea just how serious Shannen's illness has become? Do you think it's brave of her to share her cancer journey to the world? Let me know in the comments below.